All right, we welcome everybody into the Power Baseball Radio Network. EJ Sanchez and Stephen Buxton joining you on the road today for a doubleheader between the San Diego Waves and the Palm Springs Power. Stephen, this is the last week of the season, the last little tune-up before we get set for the CPCL playoffs next week. But the one thing you and I talked about both off-air and really that's permeating throughout the building right now is this San Diego Waves team, really the only team in the CPCL to give the Power any sort of trouble.
Yeah, it was two of the more competitive games of the year. They had them at home, and really for almost the whole day, the Waves had the Power on the ropes the whole time. It was pitching, hitting. It was some of the best talents we've seen from a team all season, so it should be a good one today. We've got a 9-inning game right now. We've got a 7-inning game coming up. So it's going to test what the Power have on the bench today. It's going to test the arms, and it's going to be a good end to really what has been a marathon stretch. Again, 8 games in 7 days. This will be the last 2 before a day off tomorrow.
The starting lineup that'll go against Ty Thompson, the sophomore out of the University of Northern Colorado, will be as followed. Eli Brown will lead things off and play left field. Aiden Torek will man center field and bat second. Noah Blythe right there in the 3-hole as per usual, playing right field. The catcher, Alonso Ray, is coming off of a 4-for-5 day a couple of days ago. He'll be in the cleanup spot. Austin Holler will play first and bat fifth. Angel Cortez not catching. He's playing third base today. He'll bat sixth. And 7, 8, and 9 for Casey Dill's lineup will go Cody Kashimoto, Aiden Perez, Fred Buxton playing shortstop, designated hitter, and second base respectively. So we're set for baseball, Stephen, on a beautiful day at Escondido High School as Eli Brown steps in where he has most of the season as the leadoff man for the Power. Thompson sent out of the windup, high leg kick, delivers home, and it misses outside, ball 1. Eli Brown, 5 hits in the 4-game set against the Inland Valley Bucks over the weekend. 4-game stretch, and the second pitch also is outside. So quickly 2-0 to Eli. Eli, one of the leaders in on-base percentage throughout this season at .549 coming into today. The third pitch also misses outside, so Ty Thompson has missed out of the zone for his first 3 pitches. Did have some success in his last start against Palm Springs, went 5 innings and was able to hold the offense to 5 runs. The 3-0 pitch is able to land on the outside corner, strike 1.
And Eli's really been swinging the bat well lately. He had a couple hits his last time out against the Bucks, and the game on Friday, he was a home run shy of the cycle. He's been just crushing the ball lately. The base running's been good, and looks like he just got under one there.
And he pops it up to the third base side. It'll get out of play. The Waves in their all-blue uniforms with the blue Wave logo across the left chest and the blue caps with the logo also down the middle. The white pants, high blue socks for those that choose. The 3-2 pitch is low and inside. Eli Brown will trot down to first with a leadoff walk. That'll bring up Aiden Torek, who's also swinging a hot bat. 3 hits in the series clincher a couple of days ago on Saturday night, including a huge triple in the 6th inning to get the team back after they had lost the lead and fell down 9-8 going into the bottom of the 6th. Torek really competing with Noah Blythe, leading in nearly every offensive category for Palm Springs. Thompson goes to the stretch. First pitch to him is a swing and a miss on a fastball high and in. It's 0-1 to Torek. TK Madera, Easton Maine, Sam Brewer left to right in the outfield for San Diego. Andrew Ramirez, Brandon Sanchez manning the left side of the infield with Kobe Hatcher and Andrew Ramirez manning the right. Second pitch to Torek is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Brandon Sanchez has it on to second for 1. On to first, not in time. Eli Brown is retired. Aiden Torek will reach. There's 1 out in the top of the first. No score between the Power and the Waves.
Yeah, good play right there. Able to almost turn a double play there, but Torek's speed obviously hustling down the line, able to beat it out. It was a bit of a slow ground ball, so it was going to take a strong throw from second base anyways.
The right fielder for KC Dill, Noah Blythe, and his .433 average stepping in. Noah from the right-handed batter's box swings through a breaking ball for strike 1. Thompson, 6'4", 210 pounds, standing on the mound. He's going to use a fastball and a breaking ball. We'll throw in the changeup occasionally. He's set at the neck. They'll go check on Torek at first, who's back in standing. The wind blowing out to right center as of right now, Stephen. Could make way for a couple of long balls throughout the day. There goes Torek, hit and run on. This one is fouled to the right side, and it's quickly 0-2 to Noah.
And I like the approach, trying to get the hit and run going right away, just get something on the board. It's not often that the Powers start on offense right away, so they could get the momentum going in their direction, especially with Noah Blythe, who's just been on fire all season. Even coming off of losing his hitting streak, he's got hits in 3 straight games coming into today.
OPS over 1,000. 11-26. It's 0-2 to him. This ball is launched into right field. Going back is Sam Brewer. He's on the track, and he'll make the out for the second out of the inning. Boy, Noah put a charge into that, but not enough wind behind it, and there's 2 outs in the first. Alonso Reyes doing the catching today, coming in after possibly his best game since arriving in Palm Springs. 4 for 5, 4 RBIs. His second 4-hit game of the season. He waits for his first pitch from Thompson. High leg kick, delivers home, outside, ball 1. Alonso out of Cerritos College this last season before committing to UC Irvine, where he'll play next year. With the brown-handled bat and the tan barrel to go along with it, Torque thought about going. He shuts it down, and the second pitch catches the outside corner.
EJ, Alonso Reyes has been massive for this team because he started off, had a couple good games, and then had a bit of a stretch where he sputtered a little bit, threw in a couple hitless games in there, but since then, since about halfway through the season, he's been on fire, and he's been good enough to justify a DH spot from a catcher.
The 1-1 pitch gets away from Sam Pease. It'll roll to the screen. It's now a man in scoring position as Torek goes from first to second. Reyes with an opportunity to drive a run in. He's had 6 RBIs in the 4 games against Inland Valley this last weekend. 2-1 to him. Just does catch the outside corner. And it's 2-2 to Alonso. Should he reach, Austin Haller waits on deck. Ty Thompson looking to get out of the first unscathed. Something that's been very hard to come by this season for anybody going against the power. 2-2 to Reyes. Just misses low and away, and Thompson wanted that. So the count will run full. Normal depth being played across the outfield. Slight pull from Kobe Hatcher, the second baseman, into the 4-hole. Payoff pitch to Reyes. Is sent into left field. It'll drop in for a base hit. TK Madera will field it off one hop, and they're going to test the arm of Madera. Aiden Torek slides in home for the first run of the game. The ball gets away. Alonso Reyes will trot down to second. But Palm Springs takes a 1-0 lead as Alonso Reyes is 5 for his last 6 with his 5th RBI, and it's 1-0.
Good approach by right there by Reyes. He was able to go just reach out for a ball a little bit off the plate, and he didn't get a ton of the bat on it, but he was able to just get it out in left field. It sounded like he almost broke that bat. But again, it doesn't matter how hard you hit it. He just got it out there, and it gave Aiden Torek a chance to score.
Austin Haller, the first baseman today, steps in with Alonso Reyes leading off of second. 1-0 Palm Springs in the top of the first. Thompson set at the neck. First pitch to Haller is a slider that misses inside, ball 1. Steve, this is the 3rd straight game we're seeing Austin Haller in stirrups rather than his normal pants, his normal sock alignment. We haven't yet to ask about him. We'll have to go in between games. Alonso Reyes dances off second. He's staying put, and the second pitch to Haller catches the inside corner. It's 1-1.
Were you a stirrups guy, EJ? I like the look.
I wasn't a stirrups guy, but also Austin looks a lot more athletic than I did in my playing career. 1-1 to Austin. Thompson looking to get out of the first with only 1 run given up. The 1-1 to Haller. Misses outside. It's 2-1. Austin Haller sitting at 400 coming into today. Second on the team in hits, only trailing Noah Blythe. Noah has 45. Austin has 42. The 1-1 from Thompson is hit into the air on the left side of the infield. Trailing back is Andrew Ramirez, and calling for it now is Brandon Sanchez, who puts it away and makes the catch in short left field to retire the side in the top of the first. Palm Springs gets 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error, and a man left on. We'll go to the bottom of the first. The Power leading the way is 1-0 on the Power Baseball Radio Network.
We just got our best ever ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. high performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time, national ranking as high performing in 3 adult specialties. We're proud of these ratings, but what matters most, as always, is how we rate with you. Learn more at eisenhowerhealth.org/awards.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $29.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Welcome back to the Power Baseball Radio Network. EJ Sanchez, Stephen Buxton alongside you for the bottom of the first. The Power grabbing 1 run at the top of the first after an RBI single from Alonso Reyes. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Waves, starting with TK Madera, Brandon Sanchez, and Andrew Ramirez. They'll go 1, 2, 3 in the lineup. Connor Gomez, Elijah Cook, Keon Sanchez, 4, 5, and 6. And 7, 8, 9, and 10 will be Sam Brewer, the right fielder, Easton Maines, the center fielder, Sam Pease, the catcher, and Kobe Hatcher, the second baseman. The Waves opting to bat 10 today, and they'll be going against Brenton Thiels. Stephen, one of the more exciting guys to watch, the 7-footer out of Louisiana Tech University. He's been dominant, pitching to a sub-2 ERA so far this year.
And with Thiels, again, let's not beat around the bush. He's 7 feet tall. He's got crazy extension. He kind of releases it a little bit of at a 3/4 angle, but even with that, it's still a release height of around 6'8", which is insane. But the fact he's got that middle 90s fastball, center anywhere from 92 to 94. He's got a great slider, and he's just been able to pound the zone over and over again. And the strikeout numbers are ridiculous.
Really, you just took the words right out of my mouth. 35 strikeouts in 27 innings, and that's really what's been relied upon. The only thing for Brenton has been escaping the first inning. So let's see how he goes. First pitch out of the windup, misses low and away. Ball 1 to TK Madera. The defense behind him will be Eli Brown in left field, Aiden Torek in center, Noah Blythe in right. Second pitch to Madera is also low. It's quickly 2-0. Madera out of Palomar Community College, going into his sophomore season next year. Limiting the free pass is going to be the key today, Stephen. The 2-0 pitch is high, and Brenton has fallen behind 3-0 to his first hitter. This San Diego Waves team, really the only team to give the Power any sort of struggle in CPCL, minus a 1-run game with Inland Valley, the Legends that is. The 3-0 pitch is in there for a called strike, 3-1. But other than that, you've seen close game after close game with the Waves, and now this is the first time they're facing them on their home field. 3-1 pitch from Thiels. Called strike outside corner. Madera had already tossed his bat. He'll go to retrieve it, and Thiels, after falling behind 3-0, has worked the count back full.
And you mentioned that this has been a team where it's been close game after close game. We thought we were going to see a couple of those with the Bucks this weekend, but after they had them on the ropes, the Power were able to, in the middle innings, start scoring some runs, get the bats together, and they really pulled away in innings 5, 6, 7, and 8. And, I mean, a couple of those games, it started to be a bloodbath.
After the first payoff pitch was fouled back to the screen, Thiels is set to TK Madera. Brandon Sanchez waits on deck. Another 3-2 in the dirt, ball 4. TK Madera draws a leadoff walk for San Diego. And so both teams able to get the leadoff man on. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Palm Springs. Brenton Thiels facing his second hitter in Brandon Sanchez. Teammates with the starting pitcher today for the San Diego, Ty Thompson at the University of Northern Colorado. First pitch out of the stretch for Thiels is high and away. He's fallen ahead of the first two hitters, 1-0 to Sanchez. Thiels set at the belt, high leg kick. There goes Madera off for second. The throw by Reyes is not in time. TK Madera is able to swipe a bag and turns into a situation where Brandon Sanchez can give a productive out. Could he hit something on the ground to the right side?
And that's just a hard play for Reyes to make. You've got a breaking ball down and away, and you've got to try and get a runner who's got a good jump going all the way down for it. It's hard to make that transfer in the quick throws. A good job even getting it close.
TK Madera has also played center field for San Diego, so no shortage in speed. 2-0 pitch, misses away, and it's 3-0. It's actually 2-1. The swing on the stolen base attempt was a strike, so it's 2-1 now to Sanchez. Madera leads off of second. Brenton Thiels a little erratic in his first inning. Thiels set, closed off now on the third base side of the rubber, delivers home. This ball's in the air to left field. Kashimoto, the shortstop, going out. He'll make the catch in shallow left field to retire the first out. With Kashimoto at short, gives you a chance to let you know the rest of the infield in game one of this doubleheader for Casey Dill. We just mentioned the outfield. Angel Cortez, the usual catcher, will be playing third base. Cody Kashimoto will be at short. Fred Buxton will play second base. And Austin Haller, as we mentioned in the top of the first, manning first base. So in steps Andrew Ramirez. Ramirez, no batting gloves on the all-black bat with the tan grip. Bright red number 2 poking off of his blue jersey. Rest of the bat against his shoulder, brings it off, hits a ball at the end of the bat off to the shortstop Kashimoto, who throws on the run and is able to get Ramirez by a couple of steps. Moving up to third will be Madera, but there's 2 outs in the bottom of the first.
Good job by Kashimoto, able to get a soft ground ball down there, able to make an off-platform throw from a weird angle and get the out.
Really the theme for a lot of the starting pitcher for Palm Springs throughout the year. Not a lot of hits given up. It's been, can they limit the free passes? If you look at Brenton Thiels, we mentioned the 27 strikeouts throughout the season, and he's done well to mitigate the walks. That's why you see him with the sub-2 ERA. Connor Gomez, the designated hitter, steps in. Narrow, tall stance in the dirt, ball 1. Gomez with the red arm sleeve and the red sliding mitt poking out of his right back pocket. 1-0 to him. Breaking ball that catches the outside corner and freezes Gomez. It's 1-1. Brenton Thiels gave up a leadoff walk to TK Madera and has retired the next 2 batters to try to get out of the first unscathed. Backed out of the windup. 1-1. Fouled back to the screen, and Thiels gets ahead 1-2. San Diego and the Inland Valley Legends battling for second place in the CPCL for a right to play the Power, who have already clinched the home playoff game next week in the CPCL Championship. It'll be a best-of-3 series. Make sure to stay alert on all social medias to find out the details of that game when they become available. 1-2 from Thiels. Hit towards the third baseman, Cortez, who fields it off of a hop, has to get rid of it, throws to first, and is able to get Gomez by a couple of steps, and that'll retire the side in the bottom of the first for San Diego. No runs on no hits, no errors, a man left on. We've played 1 complete inning in this doubleheader. The Power lead the Waves 1-0 on the Power Baseball Radio Network.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Uncle family setting. You know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at PS Tramway.
Back here for the top of the second, Angel Cortez leading things off for Palm Springs. The first offering from Ty Thompson is inside and high, ball one. He'll be followed by Cody Kashimoto and Aiden Perez. Should any of them reach, Fred Buxton will round it out in the 9th spot today for Casey Dill. The 1-0 to Cortez is hit towards the left side. Up with it is Brandon Sanchez, who throws across and gets Angel. And 2 pitches, 1 out, and a good start for Ty Thompson in this half of the second. 1-0 in the top of the second. E.J. Sanchez and Stephen Buxton alongside you for this radio broadcast that we were so graciously offered. And we have to thank all of the folks with the Waves who have been so accommodating and letting us bring this live stream to anybody who can't make it to the game today. Cody Kashimoto, switch hitter in from the left side, takes a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Cody got the night off a couple of days ago against the Bucks. Carries his .414 average into today. Fouls this off of the glove of Sam Pease, and it's 0-2. It looks like Sam Pease a little shaken up after taking it off, and he gets his time. Looks like he's ready to go. Kashimoto out of St. Mary's College of the Gales has done very well in his first summer in Palm Springs. He takes a breaking ball that misses outside, ball one. 1-2 to Kashimoto. Thompson shakes off his first and second sign. He has the one he likes out of the windup, delivers home. Broken bat, back to the pitcher Thompson, and he'll run this over, flip underhand to Andrew Ramirez, and he gets the first 2 outs in the top of the second. As it looks like they'll go retrieve the firewood that is now that bat for Cody. He'll get a new piece of lumber for his second at bat. Aiden Perez steps in. Perez spent his last season at Southwestern Community College before committing to play at Cal State University Northridge next season. He's been a welcome surprise as the roving 3rd, 4th outfielder for Casey Dill this season. The first pitch from Thompson to him is lifted in the air to right field. It sends Sam Brewer back. He's at the warning track, and he puts it away for the 3rd out of the inning. So a 1-2-3 clean inning for Ty Thompson in the top of the second. 1-0 Palm Springs will go to the bottom half of the second when we return on the Power Baseball Radio Network.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Elijah Cook will lead things off in the bottom of the second as we bring you back on the Power Baseball Radio Network for this doubleheader game between the Waves and the Power. The Power lead at 1-0. Elijah Cook's first pitch from Brenton Thiels is inside and high for a ball. Elijah Cook also out of Palomar Community College, as are a couple of players on this team. TK Madera, the left fielder we mentioned in the first inning, also going in. Cook, a year older, a sophomore. Madera, a freshman. Next pitch is a breaking ball that gets a swing and a miss out of Cook. The count's even at 1-1.
And AJ, it's going to be interesting how Thiels handles this inning. He was a little sporadic in the first, kind of struggled to find the zone, but so far I like the pace he's working with. He threw a good breaking ball right there to get the chase, so it's just wondering how comfortable he can get.
And he's able to land this fastball in the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Elijah Cook, Keon Sanchez, and Sam Brewer scheduled to hit in the bottom of the second. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt, and it gets back to the screen. That counts even at 2-2.
And the comfort's not always just like, let's say it's a tight hip or, something doesn't feel great on you. Sometimes you just go out there and you don't exactly have the feel for it in the first, second inning. So later in the outing, you start to get a grasp of it, get a better feel for each pitch, and just try and get a feel for even the umpire's particular zone.
This pitch misses. It's 3-2. So out of the 5 batters that Thiels has faced, he's gone to a 3-2 count with 3 of them. Elijah Cook trying to reach, as Madera did with a leadoff walk in the first. Thiels, wind up, delivery. This ball is in the air to the left side, shallow left field. Cody Kashimoto going after it, slides, and is not able to make the catch in foul ground. We'll do it again at 3-2. An 83-degree day here in Escondido at Escondido High School, home of the Cougars, and 14-mile-an-hour gusts blowing towards the east. A lot of wind cooling us off in this outdoor broadcast that we've been provided, Stephen. As Cook trots back into the circle, into the on-deck circle to grab his bat that he had tossed, and we'll do it again. Brenton Thiels set in the middle of his chest. Twirls the ball around. Hands over his head, delivers home on the 3-2. It's chopped to the shortstop Kashimoto, who's up with it, throws on the run, and Elijah Cook beat it. Hustling out of the box the entire way, Elijah Cook able to take advantage of a slow roller to Kashimoto, and back-to-back innings where San Diego has the leadoff man on.
And for Brenton Thiels, you just got to take a second, take a breath, and now we might see a lot more of that low fastball. We're going to see a lot of that slider possibly in the dirt. Just try and work for a ground ball here.
One of those that you just toss away, knowing you did, in fact, beat him in terms of getting the swing, but give Cook credit for running that ball out the entire way. He leads off of first with Keon Sanchez, the first baseman, stepping in. Uncomfortable swing. He fouls it back to the screen. And Elijah Cook got a really big secondary there, Stephen. Looks like he might be on a green light should he go after one stolen base in the first inning against Reyes. Thiels is set. After a little pause, the delivery to Sanchez. There goes Cook off for second. The throw by Reyes down, and it is not in time. And the second stolen base of the day for San Diego. So deja vu feeling in the second inning, Stephen, with a 3-2 count going in the direction of the Waves. They steal second, and with no outs, they have a man on in scoring position. Excuse me.
And EJ, there's just nothing Alonzo Reyes can do there. He already had a great jump. He was off right at the pitch, and it's a breaking ball down and away. By the time you get that ball and you're firing, he's already sliding into second.
1-1 pitch to Sanchez. Is also fouled back, and it's 1-2. And for all the great things that Brenton Thiels has brought, the one thing that you can say with that frame is it's really hard to be quick to the plate. And that's why I think you see a couple of these runners for San Diego trying to take advantage. The Waves looking for their first win against the Power this season. Really the first win against anybody against the Power as they come in 30-0. The 1-2 pitch is a breaking ball that's fouled out of play towards the first base side.
And with Thiels, again, it's that big frame. He's got the long levers. It's kind of a long windup. You just need to have a balance with checking down on the runners, giving different looks, changing up your timing, maybe even try and do a quick pitch or a slide step. Just, again, as much as you can do to make that runner uncomfortable on second.
The next one, too, is a swing and a miss from Keon Sanchez, the first strikeout for Brenton Thiels. There's one out in the bottom of the second. So after back-to-back sliders, he goes back to the fastball and is able to try to speed up the bat of Sanchez. It works, and it's still 1-0 Steven. Stan Brewer, the right fielder, stepping in. Thiels is set. First pitch to Brewer is a breaking ball that is in there for a called strike. It seems like early in the count right now, Steven, Brenton is really relying on that breaking ball to get ahead. Brewer with the all-black bomb bat and the white and blue batting gloves. Resting it on his shoulder, now brings it up and wags it above his right shoulder. Inside move attempt by Thiels. Elijah Cook was going nowhere, and it's 0-1 still.
I like that. There doesn't need to be a ton of intention behind it. You don't even need to think about throwing it there. But, again, just give him a look, make him know that you're on his mind, and just keep him a little bit closer to the bag.
0-1 to Brewer. Swing and a miss. Off for third is Cook. The throw down to third is not in time. 2 stolen bases. Elijah Cook has found his way to third after not hitting a ball out of the infield, and now San Diego has a chance to tie things up with Cook at 90 feet away and Sam Brewer up with 1 out.
And this is where Alonzo Reyes' job gets really hard. You can't let anything get by you right here, especially with a fast runner on third.
The delivery from Thiels. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And then we'd missed the previous pitch, so it turns into another strikeout. Beg your pardon. Easton Maines will now have a chance to drive in that tying run with 2 outs in the second. Must have missed that from our umpire. We have apologies to those listening at home. Easton Maines, the center fielder, trying to dispel what happened in the first in this exact same situation for San Diego. First pitch is a breaking ball in there, called strike. Maines will be followed by Sam Pease if he were to reach. Brenton Thiels has allowed back-to-back leadoff base runners, and he found a way to get out of it in the first, hoping to do it again in the second. The 0-1 pitch to Maines. Fastball that is also called a strike on the outside corner, and Thiels quickly ahead 0-2. Thiels is one of those pitchers, Stevens, that seems to get better as the game wears on. And escaping trouble in these first 2 innings would be huge as we get into the middle innings. Thiels is set at the belt, third base side. Delivers home. Hit on the first base side, hoping for a play is Blythe and Haller, and he'll run out of room as this ball will get out of play into the bullpen on the visitor side.
And it's going to be really interesting how he progresses through this game because it doesn't look like he's had the feel for that fastball. That last one that was called for a strike, it might be the first one that he's had called the whole game. He's been around the zone but not pinpoint with it. That breaking ball's looked a lot better today, though.
Still comfortably ahead 0-2. Thiels looks in for a sign. He doesn't like the first one. Has the one he likes. He's set. Elijah Cook off of third. The other 0-2 in the dirt. Swing and a miss. They'll complete the play down at first. And he does. And Brenton Thiels strikes out this side in the San Diego half of the second. He remains clean after 2 complete innings. 1-0 Palm Springs. Will go to the top of the third on the Power Baseball Radio Network.
Two locations with something for everyone. Stuffed Pizza Bar and Grill. Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank.
Top of the third in San Diego, Fred Buxton, 9-1-2 due up. He takes a first pitch ball from Ty Thompson. Buxton playing second base today. Most of his starts have come at short and third. He slashes this on a ground to third base. Up with it is Andrew Ramirez, who throws on to first, and Fred Buxton is retired. Fred in a little bit of a tough stretch over the last 3 games. He has 1 hit. He was 0 for 7 in the series, in the last 2 games against Inland Valley. It'll send up Eli Brown. He walked to lead off the game in the first. He was eventually cut down on a fielder's choice by Aiden Torek. Sporting the Mercer batting gloves, all white and orange. He takes a first pitch strike outside corner from Ty Thompson. Thompson did well in his first time through. The only hit he allowed was an RBI single to Alonso Reyes that brought in Aiden Torek. Second pitch misses low and outside, 1-1.
And again, you mentioned Buxton's been in a tough stretch. Eli Brown's been anything but. He's got 10 hits in his last 6 games, 8 in his last 4. He's really been seeing everything well so far.
He takes this pitch low and away. It's a good take, 2-1. One of those borderline pitches that has Eli leading the team, or one of the leaders in the team, in walks throughout the season. 2-1. Breaking ball that catches the inside corner, and now it's 2-2.
Yeah, the number that's been so impressive with Eli all year is the fact that he doesn't strike out at all. It's that 20-8 walk to strikeout ratio, 21 now with the one in the first inning. Change up from Thompson misses low and in the dirt. And surprise, surprise, Eli Brown has found himself in another full count. Out of the windup, Thompson delivers the payoff pitch, and it's sent into left field on a line. It'll get down for a base hit. The second hit of the day for Palm Springs. Eli Brown is on with a 1-out single. Aiden Torek steps in. He scored the first run of the game after he reached on a 6-4 fielder's choice. Torek 3 hits on Saturday night, a triple and a couple of RBI singles, including a 370-foot RBI single that one-hopped the wall. But at that time, the Power were going station to station. The breaking ball to him, in there for a called strike. Made sure to give him some grief after the game about that one. 0-1, Thompson's delivery to him is sent into the air into rather deep left center field. Easton Main's trotting back towards the track, and he makes the catch in the middle of his body. He quickly sends it back in. Eli Brown will retreat to first, and there's 2 outs in the third. 1-0, the Power over the Waves. Ty Thompson, after giving up a run in the first inning, has retired 7 of his last 8 hitters. And EJ, you mentioned that long single from Aiden Torek. Eli Brown had an even longer double off the center field wall in that game that almost everyone in the park thought could have been a home run for the cycle. But we're playing on a smaller field today, and anything hit like that will be out.
This ball is tagged to deep center field. Easton Maines is going to watch this one fly out of the yard. Noah Blythe, his 4th home run of the season, and it's 3-0 Palm Springs in the top of the third. I don't think that ball got above 20 feet off the ground, Steven, but Noah hit it with such good backspin, and he's enjoying his trot around the bases. It'll bring up Alonso Reyes now with a 3-run lead.
EJ, it's literally the same hit we've seen Noah Blythe and a lot of these Power guys hit all year at Palm Springs Stadium, but with that massive outfield and the really tall walls out there, that usually ends up for a line drive double or even a single depending on how hard it's hit. And again, with how small this field is, that gets out easily.
First pitch to Alonso Reyes is low and outside, ball 1. Second pitch quickly up is Thompson. This one is skied out of play down the third base line. 1-1. And you mentioned that, Steven, that this is a smaller field, but it also is much different in terms of dimensions from Palm Springs. 400 dead center, 370 in the power rallies, but the power have been starting to hit with some more power throughout this second half of the season. This ball is taken by Alonso low and away, 2-1. Alonso 5 for his last 6 at the plate over the last 2 games. Broken bat into left field. Going back is Sanchez. The shortstop makes a running catch over his shoulder to finish off the power in the third. But Mr. Power, Noah Blythe, a 2-run home run to make it 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the third in San Diego on the Power Baseball Radio Network. Nine, 10, and 1 due up in the order for San Diego in the home half of the third. Power leading 3-0. Sam Pease, Kobe Hatcher, and TK Madera will get things going for the Waves. Stephen, the Power leading 3-0 after a 2-run home run in the third from Noah Blythe. Just speak a little bit to what's been going through the Power surge over the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's not just Noah. Obviously, he's got 4 home runs in the year, and they're all within the last 10 days or so, but the whole team in general has really been driving the ball to all fields, but the home runs have just come with that, and for a lot of them, it's guys getting back into the swing of things. A couple of them hadn't seen live pitching in a while, so it took a couple weeks, but they're all really making great contact.
Sam Pease sends this one into center field for a leadoff base hit. So one thing that you can hang your hat on if you're the Waves right now, Stephen, they've had a leadoff base runner on in all 3 innings. The Golden Bear, for the third member of the University of Northern Colorado that we've mentioned today, gets on. Kobe Hatcher, the second baseman, will have his first turn against Brenton Thiels.
And back to the point of the power surge for them, though, it's some of them, though, it's getting used to hitting it in that field out in Palm Springs at just the big dimensions over there, and they've been able to see a lot of good pitches the last couple weeks.
Kobe Hatcher's first pitch is fouled back to the screen. And Brenton Thiels has 3 strikeouts in his 2+ innings of work. He's just allowed his second hit. He does have the 1 walk to TK Madera, who's sitting in the on-deck circle. Once again, the defensive alignment for Palm Springs: Eli Brown, Aiden Torek, Noah Blythe in the outfield from left to right. Angel Cortez, Cody Kashimoto, Fred Buxton, and Austin Holler from left to right along the infield. 0-1 to the 10-hole man, Kobe Hatcher. They'll check on the runner at first, Sam Pease. Sam Pease would be the third base runner to attempt a stolen base, and right now, San Diego 3 for 3 on the base paths against Brenton Thiels. Second pitch is a called strike outside corner. He landed the fastball, so Brenton quickly ahead 0-2. Thiels with a big deep breath. He'll check on Peace at first. Now he comes set after a couple of pumps. Delivers home. Just misses low and away, and Brenton thought he had it, and it's 1-2 now. The wind starting to die down just a little bit. At about 16 miles an hour earlier, probably falls to about 8 to 10 right now. 1-2 to Hatcher. The pitch. Sent into right field on a line. Noah Blythe makes a running catch. They're going to try. No, they won't. Noah will wisely tuck this away and just get it back into the infield as Sam Peace slid back in head first before Noah Blythe could try to throw it behind him. So there's one out in the bottom of the third.
EJ, that ball was almost hit too hard for Noah Blythe to even try and double him up. It didn't give Sam Pease any time to even really take a secondary. By the time he turns around, Blythe already has the ball in his hand, and he was no more than about 10 feet off first base.
Back to the top of the order, TK Madera, the left fielder, who walked to lead off the game and then later stole a base. He was stranded off third in the first. Squares around a bunt, takes it anyways, and it's outside ball one. Madera used in a variety of ways throughout the summer, playing multiple positions in the outfield. With his all-silver bat that he waves across his left shoulder. Check swing on this pitch, and they're going to call it a strike. They say he did go around. Alonso didn't catch that completely clean, but it's now 1-1. Sam Pease leads off of first. He's singled to lead off the inning. Thiels set from the third base side. Couple of checks, high leg kick, and comes home. This ball is a fastball that finds the outside corner, and Thiels once again gets ahead of another hitter at 1-2. I think that's why you're starting to see the breaking pitch start to have a lot more action when these more fun counts for a pitcher, Steven. Thiels set. He's ahead 1-2. Inside, and Alonso does a good job to stay in front of this ball, and the count will run even.
Yeah, good job by Rice right there. But the thing is, Thiels has been hitting the zone this inning. He's been able to get ahead of batters, and he's able to throw that pitch. He's got a chance to kind of burn one there, trying to get this swing and miss. He doesn't have to be right at the zone with that breaking ball.
2-2 pitch to Madera. Sent into left field, and it's going to trail out of play down the left field line. And Madera was able to spoil what really was a good off-speed pitch from Brenton Thiels.
Yeah, 2 straight attempts at a kind of a back foot slider. The first one, he pulled it a little bit. That one didn't get enough, and Madera able to spoil it.
Him and Reyes not on the same page after a couple of signs. They are now. Another 2-2. This one's tapped down the first baseline. It'll also go out of play. Is that Hudson Bonkel is fighting Michael Gonzalez for the rights over that foul ball. Hudson will win this battle, and he'll toss it back into play. Madera has seen a couple of different pitches from Brenton Thiels. He's been able to spoil them. Let's see what Brenton comes with here. 2-2. This misses well outside, and it looks like a breaker that didn't get out of the hand of Thiels, and the count will run full.
And EJ, if Madera reaches here, I'd like Alonso Reyes to go take a quick meeting because it doesn't look like they've been really in sync this inning. It feels like communication's kind of been off so far.
Madera, after being down 1-2, has worked the count full. See if Pease will be off. He's not. 3-2 pitches outside and high. TK Madera has worked 2 really good at-bats against Brenton Thiels, and he'll trot down to first. Sam Pease will trot down to second. There's 2 men on in the top of the bottom of the third. The Waves trailing the Power 3-0. The shortstop, Brandon Sanchez, popped up to Cody Kashimoto his last time. Thiels yet to have a clean inning, but he's done well to get himself out of a couple of jams in the first and the second. San Diego 0 for 5 right now with runners in scoring position. First pitch is a breaking ball that lands into the zone for a strike against Sanchez. He's behind 0-1. Andrew Ramirez, the third baseman, waits in the on-deck circle. Thiels, set after a couple of pumps, delivers home. This is fouled back to the screen, and he's ahead 0-2. The outfield alignment right now is a little deeper on a short field, so anything softly hit in front of the outfielder surely would warrant a green light for San Diego. They're still trailing 3 runs. Reminder, today a doubleheader. First game scheduled for 9 innings. Game 2 is set to be played at 7 innings. 0-2 pitch is fouled back to us, and it'll be another 0-2 count. Thiels picked up 3 strikeouts in the second inning. He's only allowed the 2 hits, and one of them an infield hit to Elijah Cook. Sanchez with the all-yellow batting gloves and the silver shin guard down his left leg. Behind 0-2, the pitch from Thiels, skied out of play, and we'll do it again. And Steven, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like Thiels, he keeps getting ahead, but it's the put away this inning that's really been tough to come by.
Yeah, again, it doesn't look like he's had the feel with that fastball, so he's been leaning on that breaking ball. It's done a good job getting him ahead, but they've seen a lot of it over and over and over again. And when the fastball is not really in the zone, he tried to get him with a high fastball in that last at-bat, and it just was a ball out of the hand. So it's a hard job there.
In the dirt, picked by Reyes, and it'll be 1-2. And I think you're right. At this point in the game, Thiels, hoping to give 5, maybe 6 innings, is yet to have a quick inning. With the talent that Brenton possesses, you know that's the first thing on his mind right now. Looking for a strikeout against Sanchez. This ball is sent into center field. It sends Torek back a couple of steps. Now he'll come through the ball. There will be no tag from Madera or Pease. And a big first out for Brenton Thiels. He puts away Sanchez for the second time today via the flyout.
And it's especially hard for a guy like Brenton who only throws really 2 or 3 pitches. He's not one of these guys who's got 5, 6, 7, 8 pitches and different variations of pitches to try and lean on. If one of them's not working, he's got to lean on that slider right now, and it hasn't been enough when you see so much of it to get the put away.
The 3-hole man, Andrew Ramirez, steps in after grounding out to Kashimoto in the first. San Diego 0 for 6 now with runners in scoring position. The first pitch to Andrew Ramirez is low, and Alonso Reyes brings it back up for a called strike.
But it's a really good sign that Thiels has been able to get ahead of the batters this inning, unlike the first 2.
Thiels is set. Ramirez trying to come through for San Diego. The second pitch misses low and away. The count's even.
Because with Thiels and really any pitcher, it's a process, especially as a starter. You kind of have to feel your way through the first couple innings because you don't always have your best stuff every day. There's only probably about 20% of your starts all year you'll feel everything clicking right away. It's just how can you find it, how can you persevere, and how can you adapt?
The 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball that misses low, and getting ahead now is Ramirez. He'll be followed by Connor Gomez. San Diego gave up 1 in the first, 2 in the second. They trail 3-0 in their half of the third. Thiels delivers. This ball is hit to second base. Fred Buxton's only plays the first, and that's all he needs. He throws on to Austin Haller, and that will do it for the Waves in their half of the third. We've played 3 complete innings at Escondido High School. The Power lead the Waves 3-0. We'll be right back on the Power Baseball Radio Network.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
I literally counted it myself.
5, 6, and 7 in the top of the 4th for Palm Springs. Austin Haller, Angel Cortez, and Cody Kashimoto set to face Ty Thompson, who begins his 4th inning of work. He's set out of the lineup. The first pitch to Austin Haller is taken on the outer half for a called strike. Thompson has worked around 3 hits. He's only walked 1 batter, but right now the huge difference is a 2-run home run from Noah Blythe in the 3rd. The changeup misses to Haller, and it's 1-1. With a couple of left-handed bats, Ty Thompson's first pitch, that's an off-speed pitch, really has been that changeup. This ball is sent into deep right field, and you can't forget about this one. The 2nd home run of the season for Austin Haller, and it's a 4-0 lead for Palm Springs. If there was ever such thing as a no-doubter, you heard it there, Steven.
EJ, Austin Haller all year, he's been fantastic with the bat, but it hasn't been a ton of power. He's been a line drive hitter. He's gotten his doubles here and there, but really the big thing is he's just gone on base. He's all over the leaderboards for the team in hits, for average, for on base. But again, thanks to the massive field in Palm Springs, he hasn't been really able to drive anything for home runs, and it's been really impressive because of the defensive changes he's made so far this year. He's played a lot of first base, and it hasn't affected him at all at the plate, but that might have been the hardest hit ball of the year for him.
First pitch to Angel Cortez is a swing and miss, quickly 0-1. It's a smaller field, obviously, at the high school of Escondido. Second pitch is a breaking ball that Cortez also swings through. It's 0-2. I think Austin might have also gotten a word for the insane bat flip down the first base line. 10 out of 10 on distance and style, would you have to say, Steven? This ball's fouled away by Cortez, still 0-2.
You know, AJ, we don't have the TrackMan numbers, but I'd like to see the rotations in there.
Easily 2,100 on RPMs on that bat flip from Austin Haller. We'll get the official numbers as they become available, but 0-2 now to Cortez. This pitch is outside and high, 1-2. 4-0 Palm Springs in the top of the 4th. First of 2 games today scheduled. The first one a 9-inning game, the second scheduled to be 7 innings. Ty Thompson delivers the 1-2. Cortez able to foul this back to the screen to stay alive. Cortez has hits in 5 of his last 7 games. Thought that streak was in danger on Saturday. Another 1-2. This ball is skied along the infield. Nobody calling for it yet. Sampe's the catcher. We'll see this bounce into fair territory. They touch it, and it's called foul. After a couple of big hops, there was still no call, and Pease wisely touches it as soon as it bounces back into foul territory, and it'll still be 1-2 on Cortez.
That might have been the shortest foul ball Cortez has had in a while, because that thing came down fair, but right as it was coming down, it felt like the wind started to gust up. It started going more foul, and after a couple bounces, they got lucky that it went foul.
Well, it was a one jab step move away from being the shortest single of Angel Cortez's life. But he's back into the box. Ty Thompson delivers another 1-2 pitch. This ball is inside, taken by Cortez, and it's 2-2. Angel had a pinch hit RBI single on Saturday night to really put the game out of reach and the Powers' victory over the Bucks, a game that finished in 7 innings and a 15-9 win for Palm Springs. Cortez sends this into left field, but this will also hook foul and out of play. The Power 30-0 and 17-0 in CPCL play. This will be the final scheduled games against the Waves. They're still in contention to be the 2 seed in the CPCL, so more than likely not the last time they'll see them this season. 2-2 pitch is a breaking ball that's called on the top of the zone, and Angel knew it. The first strikeout of the day for Ty Thompson, and there's one out in the top of the fourth. The Power leading 4-0.
Yeah, that's just a great pitch by Ty Thompson. Again, a long at-bat there. Cortez saw basically everything, but a couple high fastballs in a row and then a breaking ball that just falls out of the sky for a strike.
Cody Kashimoto, his first time up, he had to go get a new bat. He shattered it off the end of his bat. The first pitch is a breaking ball, catches the zone 0-1. And Ty Thompson's able to run it over. Kashimoto, another one of these guys batting over 400 coming into today for the Power. They'll add to that. This is a line drive up the middle that'll get through the infield for a base hit. And Cody continues his hitting streak. It's up to 7. The 5th hit of the day for Palm Springs. Aiden Perez, who flew out to right his first time, steps in. Perez batting .327 this season. Getting the start at the designated hitter spot today. Kashimoto, one of the leading base stealers for Palm Springs, off of first. The breaking ball lands, strike 1. Interesting note about Aiden. He was carrying around a first base mitt the other day around the stadium, and I asked him, I said, is that for now? He said no, but his coaches at Cal State Northridge are thinking about using him at first base. Kashimoto takes off, and this ball is deposited into left center field, and Cody Kashimoto doesn't break stride. He'll go first to third. Aiden Perez is on with his first hit, and there's runners on the corners with one out in the fourth, and Fred Buxton stepping in.
EJ, just the perfect time to try a hit and run right there. Only one out, and you've got Cody Kashimoto, one of the fastest guys on the team, and Aiden Perez, who's been hot lately. So you give the bottom of the lineup a chance to bring it back to Eli Brown, Torek, and Blythe at the top and possibly manufacture a couple runs here.
First time through for Ty Thompson, he was very, very good, and he's minus a couple of these big swings. He hasn't really given up that much hard contact minus those 2 swings. First pitch is a breaking ball that Fred Buxton swings through. It counts 0-1. Fred grounded out to third his last time up. 4-0 Power. Ty Thompson trying to get out of a situation. Fred Buxton breaks the streak. He sends this right back where it came from, up the middle. He has an RBI single. Cody Kashimoto comes in to score, and it's 5-0 Palm Springs in the top of the fourth. How good that's got to feel for Fred over the last couple of games. He gets in on the action and tallies on another RBI to his total. That is now his 4th of the season.
Yeah, again, Buxton's had a rough couple of games, but it's not like he hasn't had good at-bats. He's been working the count well. It's really just been a lot of bad luck. He's hit it right at some guys, but right there he's found some grass and finds the outfield for an RBI single.
Eli Brown takes a called strike on his first pitch. He is 1 for 1. He singled in the third and came around to score on the Noah Blythe home run to dead center field. 5-0. Eli Brown takes another pitch on the outside corner. This one just misses. He's even the count.
But EJ, this is really the first inning that the Power are taking long at-bats, seeing a lot of Ty Thompson.
Thompson in his 4th inning of work, the 7th man to hit in the top of the fourth, I beg your pardon. This ball is way upstairs, and it's 2-1 now to Eli.
Because outside of the leadoff walk to Brown, a lot of the Power at-bats have been 1-2 counts, 0-2 counts that they've been able to foul off a couple pitchers, but it's been pretty quick work.
Brown 4th on the team in hits. Sends this one into left field on a line, but TK Madera is right there to catch the ball just above his head, and there's 2 outs in the 4th. That ball was tagged, though, by Eli, the second pitch that he sent into left field on a good drive. The center fielder, Aiden Torek, steps in, officially 0 for 2. He did score in the first. The first run of the game for the Power on a RBI single from Alonso Reyes. Ty Thompson trying to minimize damage in the 4th. First pitch to Torek is just upstairs, ball 1. Thompson is set at the belt, now brings it up to his chest as he checks on Perez at second and delivers the 0-1 or the 1-0, and now it's 1-1 as Torek takes a breaking ball at the top of the zone. Torek, after missing a couple games last week, got his second start of the week, on Saturday, where we already mentioned he had 3 of those hits. The 1-1 pitch just misses high, and it's 2-1.
AJ, even with Torek missing some time, he's been a little bit banged up the last couple weeks, but he's got hits in 8 of his last 10 games.
Looking to make it 9 out of his last 11 if he can come through here. The 1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses outside and low. Aiden finds himself in another hitter's count, the teammate of Cody Kashimoto at St. Mary's College of the Gales. See what he gets from Thompson on the 2-1. Gets a fastball, and he sends it into right field. It's trailing towards the line. Sam Brewer is giving it a chase, and it's a foul ball just by a couple of inches, and everybody will have to come back. That couldn't have been by more than a foot. And Aiden Torek was looking to count another 2 RBIs to his resume to already add to his second on the team total, where he has 31. Three and 2, the runners will be off with the pitch. Fred Buxton off of first, Aiden Perez off of second. Thompson set. The payoff pitch. Sent into left field down the line, foul ball. Torek's able to spoil a breaking ball from Thompson. Everybody will trot back, and it'll be another 3-2 count. All right, seems like everybody's ready, and Torek waves his red-handled bat, black-barreled bat above his helmet for the 3-2. This one is sent into center field. It's sinking, and it'll get down the line. Madera will have to field it on a couple of hops, but Aiden Perez will come in to score, make it 9 out of the last 11 games with a hit for Aiden Torek, and it's 6-0 Power in the top of the 4th.
EJ, it's 9 out of the last 11, and he's been on base in 15 out of the last 16 now. It's the plate coverage, it's the discipline. He's been able to, there's not really any hole in that swing for Torek. He's been able to see the zone really well this year, and it feels like he hasn't had a non-competitive at-bat all year.
A mound visit for San Diego as Noah Blythe will step in. He's 1 for 2. Last time he was up, hit a home run to dead center field just above the batter's eye here at Escondido High School for his 4th of the season. The first of 2 home runs that the Power have hit so far today. They lead it 6-0 in the 4th. San Diego has had runners on, but really the key to it so far, they're 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position, and they've left 4 runners on base.
I like that mound visit right there, too. It gives Thompson some time to take a breather and, more importantly, just, again, lower the heart rate and just tell him, hey, you got 2 outs here. You're a ground ball away. He hasn't been throwing that many bad pitches. It's just the Power have not been able to really get a swing and miss here for him.
This pitch misses out of the zone for ball 1 to Blythe. The 8th man to hit in the 4th inning for Palm Springs. Again, this is a talented San Diego Waves team, Steven. You have Division I JUCO guys up and down the lineup. The second pitch misses inside to Noah. He's ahead 2-0. They've been the one to give the battle to the Power, and they really haven't had a ton, especially in CPCL play. Still trying to be the 2 seed, should come next week. Blythe takes the 2-0 pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Thompson went back to the fastball. So he kids the pitch back. Alonso Reyes in the on-deck circle. Should he hit, that would be the 3rd time in the last 2 games that the Power have batted around in an inning. 2-1 pitch. Catches the outside black, and it's 2-0. 2-2. Well, Blythe having a couple of questions for our home plate umpire. 2 on, 2 out. 2-2 count to Mr. Power. Noah Blythe homered his last time, seeing if he can come through with some more RBIs to add on to his team leading total. 2-2 pitch is skied out of play.
And EJ, this is what makes the Power such a tough lineup to face right here, because even with Brenton Thiels, who hasn't been too pinpoint today, he's only allowed 4 base runners in the game, and the Power, they've been working such long at bats. It feels like Ty Thompson has been on that mound for 90% of this game.
He sure has had to battle. Another 2-2. This is also sent out of play down the first base line as it trails out. And Thompson has displayed some really good stuff. His breaking ball has landed a couple of different times, but now you're going the 3rd time through the order in the 4th inning.
And it just wears on a pitcher, even though it's a beautiful day over here. It's 82. There's a slight breeze, but being out there that long, it's just tough on the body.
Thompson looking to put away Blythe to end the top of the 4th. Misses upstairs, and now you'll get the runners off with the pitch. Fred Buxton off of second, Aiden Torek off of first. The Power have plated 3 runs in the 4th. They lead it 6-0. Game 1 of Schedule 2 in the doubleheader today at Escondido High School. Payoff pitch to Noah Blythe. Misses high and away, ball 4. Blythe will trot down to first and will bring Alonso Reyes to the plate. Now, will the Waves allow Thompson to face Alonso Reyes for the 3rd time? Alonso 1 for 2, an RBI single in the 1st, and then popped up to Brandon Sanchez at short his 2nd time. With a new bat after the last pop-up that we mentioned, broke it at the end, so now he'll get another one and send this to first base, and Andrew Ramirez has to knock it down at first. It's picked up by Hatcher, the second baseman, who throws it to Thompson, who's covering the bag. And that is your typical 3-4-1 put out at first, and that stops the bleeding in the 4th for Ty Thompson and the Waves. 3 runs come across for Palm Springs. They've stretched the lead out to 6. It's 6-0 as we go to the home half of the 4th on the Power Baseball Radio Network.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Hey Power Baseball fans, looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $29.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
We go to the bottom of the 4th, and here in Escondido, EJ Sanchez and Stephen Buxton, a 6-0 lead for Palm Springs as the Waves come to bat in the 4th. It'll be Connor Gomez, Elijah Cook, and Keon Sanchez as Brenton Thiels begins his 4th inning. The first pitch is low and inside, ball 1 to Connor Gomez. Grounded out to third to finish off the first inning. The Waves have left 4 men on base in the first 3 innings, and Brenton Thiels has yet to retire the leadoff batter. Gomez sends this to short. This could be the first one. Never mind. It goes under the glove of Cody Kashimoto and into left field. Connor Gomez will reach. And how about that? 4 innings and 4 leadoff men for San Diego as they try to get on the board.
And EJ, that hurts even worse because the Power have been fielding the ball really well this year. So on what should have been a routine play right there, Kashimoto kind of just caught it in between hops, and it's a tough break for the first error of the game.
We'll bring up Elijah Cook, who had an infield single his last time. He fouls this back to the screen. Not only that, he had an infield single and then stole second and third base. But Keon Sanchez, Sam Brewer, and Easton Maines struck out consecutively to get Brenton Thiels out of that second inning. It's the closest that San Diego has come to scoring against the Louisiana Tech man. Second pitch to Cook. Hit towards third base, backhanded by Angel Cortez, who throws on to Buxton at second, on to first. Not enough time to get Cook. It goes high, and now Cook's taking off for second. Haller throws to second, and they got him at second. Angel Cortez with a beautiful backhanded play at third, who gives a good feed to Buxton. I'm surprised that Buxton even threw it. The throw went high to Haller, and with Cook seeing that, he takes off for second. Haller's able to throw him out by at least a couple of steps. A 5-4-3-4 double play. How's your scorebook looking on that one, Steven?
EJ, it's going to be a tough day in the scorebook right now. I literally just wrote that down as E4 for the fact that he got on base.
Keon Sanchez swings through the first breaking ball from Brenton Thiels with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Second pitch is another breaking ball that's in the dirt, and it goes back to the screen. It'll even it at 1-1.
You've seen my writing, and you know I don't have the space to write all that.
We'll see which one of us is the official scorer by the end of the night. Brenton Thiels looking for a clean inning. Lands a slider on the outside corner. It's 1-2 to Keon Sanchez. Should he reach, Sam Brewer waits on deck.
Good pitch right there by Brenton. At first you're thinking that you come off of an inning where, again, you're starting to find it, and then you get a long break. And first couple pitches out there, Connor Gomez reaches on an error, but it's all erased there on that double play and gets ahead of the batter. It's got to be a good feeling for Brenton out there right now. He could really settle into this outing.
His last pitch in the dirt. The pitch to Keon Sanchez is sent into shallow right field. Blythe's coming on, and he's gonna let it drop in front of him for a 2-out base hit. So Keon Sanchez now 1 for 2. And Brenton Thiels will have to face Sam Brewer, the right fielder, who struck out his last time up.
EJ, we already mentioned how there's some at-bats where the results just don't go your way, but you know that you did the right thing. You know you threw the right pitch right there. And on that one, Brenton Thiels really just jammed him a ball that couldn't have made it more than 115 feet.
This is going in the same spot into shallow right field. This is a lot easier play for Blythe. He ranges over to his left, fights the sun, but makes the catch to retire the Waves in their half of the fourth. 4 complete innings done. The Power lead the Waves 6-0. We'll be right back on the Power Baseball Radio Network.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Of outdoor living spaces in the desert, nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Welcome back to Escondido High School. The first pitch to Austin Holler to start off this inning is a called strike, and it's a new pitcher on the mound, Michael Shanahan, in relief of Ty Thompson, who goes 4 innings. His second pitch to Holler is low and inside. Michael Shanahan is undecided. He's 6'5", 190-pound sophomore. Already cooking with some good velocity. Third pitch to Holler is well upstairs, and it's 2-1. Holler had the solo home run to lead off of the fourth that hit the football field well past the right field fence. Holler's second of the year. This is well upstairs as well, and it's 3-1. Power 6 runs on 8 hits. San Diego no runs on 3 hits. 3-1 pitch to Austin is also sent on a charge into right field, and a sliding grab made in right field by Sam Brewer. Oh my goodness, what a play. That ball is tailing towards the right field line. He gets a good first step, and he makes a really good play to put away Austin Holler and bring up Angel Cortez.
EJ, just about when it seems like everything's dropping the Power's way right there, Austin Holler takes another good swing and absolutely tattoos a ball into right field, but right away, Michael Shanahan getting bailed out by his right fielder out there. A great play by Brewer.
Cortez officially 0 for 2. He struck out in the fourth. Power batted around in the fourth, including that home run by Holler and a couple of RBI base hits. One coming from Aiden Torek. The second pitch also misses. So interesting to see Cortez with clean white pants, with him playing third base instead of doing the catching today. This pitch is well in the dirt. It'll go back to the screen. But one of the things that we talked with Casey about on the coaches show this last week, Stephen, was he wouldn't put these guys at unnatural positions, at least to us, if he didn't believe they could do it. And Angel showed it last inning with that backhanded play. This ball is chopped down to the home dugout.
And it's a testament to the kind of athlete that these guys are, because whether it's Noah Blythe, Aiden Torek, whether it's Cody Kashimoto, or both catchers, Alonzo Reyes and Cortez, have seen time in the infield.
This pitch is well high, and it's 3-2 now to Angel Cortez. And that's exactly the word he used. He said he's lucky to have the athletes on this roster where he can really put them anywhere and they'll have the chance to succeed. 3-2 pitch to Angel is upstairs, and he'll trot down for the first time today and getting on base. Cody Kashimoto will step in. Had the RBI, and excuse me, not an RBI, but he did have a single and came around and scored in the fourth. He's officially 1 for 2. Extended his hitting streak to 9 games.
And EJ, it's hard enough to hit. It's hard enough to play your own position on defense, but it's even harder to get thrown around at a different spot every night. And a lot of these guys have made it seamless, whether it's out of necessity or whether it's just to give a guy a day off or get a different look out here and just fit more bats in the lineup. Everyone on the Power has fit seamlessly, and they've been able to do it.
Cody Kashimoto is ahead 2-0 after he takes that pitch from Shanahan. Cody, one of those aforementioned guys, middle infielder by trait, and suddenly we see him in right field and we think something's going really wrong. 2-0 pitch is also high, 3-0. But we think something's going really wrong, and then you ask him after the game, oh, when was the last time you played the outfield? He goes, oh, my freshman year of college. Another one of these athletes that really can be used in a multitude of ways across the diamond. 3-0 pitch well upstairs, and There's now 2 men on after back-to-back walks from Shanahan in his first inning after getting great play from his right fielder to start this inning off to retire Austin Haller. Aiden Perez will come up, 1 for 2, also scored in that 4th inning.
And it's not just, you see Cody Kashimoto out in right field and you think something's wrong, but you're getting a little worried because we know he can field it up the middle pretty well, but you don't know how he's going to track down fly balls, and it seems like right the moment he gets stuck out there, the ball just finds you, and he goes and makes a great running catch, covering a ton of ground, and everyone in the stadium kind of takes a sigh of relief and knows he's going to be all right out there.
After the first pitch to Aiden Perez misses upstairs, it's 1-0, and this will be a mound visit after 9 straight pitches out of the zone for Michael Shanahan. We're in the top of the 5th, 6-0 lead for the Power over the Waves. And for those that don't know, the CPCL standings as of right now have the Power already clinched the number 1 seed. They will get the first game home playoff game. The Waves and the Legends currently sit at 2nd and 3rd. After splitting a doubleheader with the Pirates this last weekend, if the Power sweep the doubleheader today, it may turn into a win-and-you're-in situation on Wednesday where the Legends will be playing the Waves for the right to play the Power in the CPCL Championship Series. So the mound meeting is over. It's 1-0 to Aiden Perez. Fred Buxton in the on-deck circle. Michael Shanahan trying to get out of trouble in the 5th. The Power have scored in every inning except for the 2nd. Mound visit must have worked, and it's 1-1 as he's able to land a fastball on the outer half. Now 1-1 to Aiden.
And right now the San Diego Waves are the Legends' best friend right now because they were able to, or not the Waves, the Pirates were able to shut down the Waves and basically buy the Legends a game, and in turn it might have taken up a bit of their pitching. So those two are facing each other today, and the Legends are basically in crunch time right now. They almost need to win out.
2-1 pitch to Perez is sent out of play down the first base side, and the count's even at 2-2. Austin Haller lined out to right to begin the 5th. Angel Cortez and Cody Kashimoto have now worked back-to-back walks as the Power look to add more insurance runs for Brenton Thiels, who has thrown 4 innings, giving up only 3 hits. He's avoided trouble in all 4 of them as he sets to begin his 5th inning. This ball is tapped on a couple of hops to the shortstop. Brandon Sanchez steps on the bag for 1, throws on to first for the double play. He had to avoid the slide at first of Cody Kashimoto. He jumps, makes the throw, and the Waves put away the Power in the 5th with no runs given up. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Here from Escondido, the Power leading the Waves 6-0 on the Power Baseball Radio Network. Johnny, what are you doing?
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Like a family setting, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. They cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
We just got our best ever ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. High performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time, national ranking as high performing in 3 adult specialties. We're proud of these ratings, but what matters most, as always, is how we rate with you. Learn more at eisenhowerhealth.org/awards.
Top of the fifth from Escondido High School. The Power and the Waves doing battle. The Power leading the Waves 6-0 in the bottom of the fifth. Easton Maine, Sam Pease, and Kobe Hatcher, the 8, 9, and 10 men for the Waves, to face Brenton Thiels. This ball is bunted down the third base line, and it'll go for a base hit as Cortez just helplessly throws the ball down to third. But Easton Maine was there with plenty of time. And I hate to sound like a broken record, Steven, but 5 innings and 5 leadoff base runners for San Diego.
It's, again, they're still in it. I know it's a 6-run game, but the last couple minutes for San Diego could be huge for just the overall vibes in the dugout, because Shanahan comes in and an immediate great play by Brewer out there in right field.
First pitch is a taken ball down low to Sam Pease, the catcher who singled his last time up.
And once you get in, seeing your fielders make that play, it gives you such a feeling of relief out on the mound, and then back-to-back walks. And, again, Sanchez able to turn a great double play on his own, and it erases all of it, and really the first quick inning for the Waves.
Don't let anything mistake you by the scoreboard right now with it a 6-0 lead for the Power. This is a very talented San Diego Waves team. We've seen them come into Palm Springs and give the Power a run for their money in a 2-game set multiple times. Now their first game's at home. They'll check on Maines at first, who's back with a slide and plenty of time. So out of the 4 hits for San Diego, 2 of them have been infield hits. Sam Pease sent his last one into right field. They're going to check on him at first, then they had him, but Brenton Thiels throws it high, and Austin Haller has to jump to catch it. And you see Brenton, he's upset with himself, Steven. He knows a good throw like the first, and he probably has a picked-off runner in Maines. They'll check on him again at first, and this play's a lot closer, but back with back with time is Easton Maines. Bottom of the fifth in this first game of the doubleheader. Brenton Thiels delivers home, and he gets ahead 0-2 now to the catcher. To go back to that bunt down the third base line, you have a 7-foot pitcher and you have a catcher at third base, so there really was no better time to put that down for Easton Maines. Especially when you're struggling to consistently string hits together against Thiels, there's really no better time to do that. They'll check on him once again. The 4th pickoff attempt. Back in standing this time is Pease.
And it's no shot at either one of their athleticism or anything, but especially with Thiels, he's coming off the mound to the opposite side as a right-handed pitcher.
This pitch is skied on the first base side. Austin Haller's hoping for a play, and it'll get into the visiting dugout.
And it frankly was just a perfect bunt, too, so getting off the mound, going that direction for Thiels, and Cortez was playing a little bit back. It's a really awkward play for both of them.
And I'm glad you said that, because the way we made it sound, if it's Nolan Arenado at third and whoever the best fielding pitcher is in baseball, that's a hit all the way for Easton Maines. Sam Pease still down in the hole with 2 strikes. Thiels checks, delivers home, swing and a miss. Brenton Thiels gets Sam Pease on the strikeout. Thiels' his 4th strikeout of the day, and sends up Kobe Hatcher. Out of Iowa Western Community College, the 6-foot, 175-pound sophomore looks to try to string things together against Thiels, who's looking for 5 clean innings in terms of not giving up any runs. His team leads 6-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Maine's not going on the first pitch. Check swing from Hatcher. They say he did go around. It's 0-1.
And just seeing these swings this inning, Thiels, it looks like he's really finding a feel for the pitches in general, but that breaking ball looks extra sharp right now. He might be, again, we mentioned how the first couple of innings is when a lot of teams score on him, however many teams have scored on him in general this season, but he's a guy who settles into his outings. He kind of just really eases into it. It's getting warmed up, getting ramped up, and by the time he's in the 4th, 5th, 6th inning, he's really at full go.
He's fouled this one back to the screen, does Hatcher, and he's behind 0-2. After 4 pickoff attempts of Easton Maines, he's still sitting at first. Good time to go here in an 0-2 count. He doesn't, and it's cued down the first base side out of play.
Because for Thiels, as much as you can say it about a guy with a sub-2 ERA, the first inning or two has kind of just been surviving it, getting through it, and then how many strikeouts could he pick in innings 3 through 6?
There is some action in the Palm Springs bullpen. Brenton approaching the end of his pitch count. Another 1-2 pitch is off the foot of Kobe Hatcher after he sends it on a swing, and it's still 0-2. I believe that's Hudson Bonkel that's starting to get loose in the visiting bullpen. In the top of the sixth, the Power will have Fred Buxton followed by Eli Brown and Aiden Torek. Getting about halfway through game one of the doubleheader. After Hatcher comes back, tries to fight off another 0-2 pitch here from Thiels. Mains off of first after the leadoff bunt for a base hit. He's off for second. The 0-2 pitch is in the dirt, and it'll get back to the screen. And all of that for Easton Mains to advance on what's technically the wild pitch. So there's a man in scoring position for San Diego, and it's a spot that they haven't been too successful in today. They're 0 for 6, and they've left 5 runners on base. Kobe Hatcher, the opportunity to get the San Diego Waves on the board. TK Madera will follow him in the top of the order. The 7-footer set from the belt, delivers home on the 1-2. Check swing. They say he did, and Brenton Thiels has punched out his second wave of the 5th inning. It'll send back up the top of the order, and TK Madera will have to be the one to drive in the first run for San Diego. 5 strikeouts for Brenton Thiels. Gets him to a round number. He has 40 on the season in his 32nd inning of work. Madera takes the first pitch. It's a called strike just across the knees. Madera seems like he's just getting his foot down right now. A little bit different approach than we saw in the first couple of at-bats for him. He has yet to record an at-bat. He's reached both times via the walk against Thiels. Mains is going to take off for third. Lonzo Reyes is going to have no play. And Mains has stolen the 4th base of the day for San Diego. He's off of third.
And that's just a result of, again, the fastball hasn't been the best for Thiels today, so that breaking ball, which has really been working these last couple innings, has been the main pitch, and he's been throwing it a lot low, and you get one in the dirt there, and it's essentially a free stolen base.
So a sense of urgency behind the plate for Alonso Reyes with the man on third now. Madera swings through this fastball from Thiels, and there's 2 strikes. 1-2 to TK Madera. Brenton Thiels trying to make it 5 scoreless innings. He's set, deep breath from the 7-footer. He delivers home. Inside, ball 2. Madera is able to spit on a quality 2-strike pitch from Thiels, and he works the count even. Madera has seen the ball incredibly well from Thiels today, drawing those 2 walks. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed in the dirt. Alonso Reyes will have to throw down to first to complete the play, and he does. And Brenton Thiels has struck out the sign for his 2nd time today. He has 6 strikeouts, and more importantly, the Power have a 6-0 lead going into the 6th inning. We'll be right back on the Power Baseball Radio Network.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
2 locations with something for everyone. Stuffed Pizza Bar and Grill.
Top of the 6th in Escondido, the second inning of work for Michael Shanahan as he gets set to face the 9-1 and 2-man for Palm Springs. Fred Buxton takes a high fastball for ball 1. Fred 1 for 2 with a single in the 4th. Second pitch to him is a fastball that catches the zone just at the knees. It's 1-1. Be followed by Eli Brown and Aiden Torek. Power leading 6-0. The third pitch is low and just catches enough of the zone, and it's 1-2.
EJ, more importantly, though, the Waves coming off of just their second clean inning of the day and just their second inning of no hits. The Power sent forward to the plate, but a nice play in right field and a nice double play there gave Shanahan a pretty soft landing for his first inning of work.
Yeah, 1 inning, 2 walks, and he gets out of it with no runs given up. The 3-1 pitch to Fred Buxton is sent into the air into center field. Easton Maines will coast to it and make the play to retire Buxton and bring the top of the order back up for Palm Springs. Eli Brown, who is 1 for 2 with a walk, comes to the plate for his 4th plate appearance in the 6th inning. The 2 exclamation points right now for the Power are 2 home runs from Noah Blythe and Austin Holler. First pitch to Eli is a called strike inside half, 0-1. Shanahan working with some quick pace. He's already set to deliver his second pitch, and this one also catches the inside corner, so span of about 10 seconds, Eli is down 0-2. Shanahan quickly set in the middle of his chest, high leg kick, comes home. Breaking ball is missed in the dirt, well picked behind the plate by Sam Pease, and it's 1-2. Eli, one of the leaders in multi-hit games, looking to add another after his 1 hit. Cold strike 3, it won't happen here. Shanahan's first strikeout of his outing. He puts away Eli Brown, one of the toughest guys to strike out in the CPCL, and there's 2 quick outs in the 6th.
And that's such a tough at-bat for Eli Brown. It's that righty-lefty matchup, but more importantly, he pounds the zone with the first 2 strikes. He throws a breaking ball in the dirt, and that one just at the top of the zone freezes him.
First pitch swinging is Aiden Torek, who sends this into right field, and it's an easy play for Sam Brewer as he ranges over to his right. And the Waves, with back-to-back innings without allowing a run, they'll go to their half of the 6th, trailing 6-0 on the Power Baseball Radio Network.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Hey, Power Baseball fans. Looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Brenton Thiels' day is done. For the new pitcher on the mound for Palm Springs, Hudson Bonkel out of Ohio University. Steven, Hudson has only been here for 3 weeks, but has quickly established himself as one of the better relievers on the staff.
Well, he's been here for about 3 weeks, but it feels like it's been 3 years since he's given up a run. I mean, still nothing on him this year, not even an unearned run, and through 11 2/3, he's been really valuable to this staff because of that soft contact right there.
He sends a first pitch to Brandon Sanchez off the end of his bat towards the second baseman Fred Buxton, and he threw on to first Austin Haller, and he quickly gets his first out of the 6th inning. The Power leading 6-0 over San Diego. The Power 1 run in the first, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, highlighted by a solo home run from Austin Haller and a 2-run home run from Noah Blythe, who's playing right down the line against Andrew Ramirez, who takes a called pitch on the inside corner for a strike.
And with Hudson Bonkel, there's no great way to explain it. It's not the most overpowering stuff in the world. It's a fastball that'll touch about 91, 92, mostly sitting in the high 80s. And he doesn't get really any good swings against him. It's a lot of soft contact. He strikes out a lot of batters, but it's the fact that he doesn't allow anyone else on. Just 3 walks on the year.
It's quickly 0-2 to Andrew Ramirez, who takes a fastball out of the zone, 1-2. Hudson will mainly attack with, like you said, that high 80s, low 90s fastball. He'll throw in the slider every now and then. Out of the windup, rocks, fires. This ball is hit softly to Kashimoto, who fields it on the run, throws with plenty of time to get Andrew Ramirez. Hudson Bonkel has retired the first 2 to bring up Connor Gomez in the top of the 6th. The Waves have left 6 men on base today. They've had 3 innings where they had multiple chances with a runner on third and less than 2 outs. But Brenton Thiels, we'll give you his line here in just a moment after the first pitch to Gomez. He worked out of trouble extremely well today. First pitch to Gomez is a fastball that catches the outside corner, strike 1. Thiels finishes his day with 5 innings pitched, no runs on 4 hits. He walked 2, struck out 6. Bonkel is able to get back into the strike zone against Gomez. And it's 1-1. Bonkel quickly up with it, throws home, and it's ball 2, or strike, excuse me. So it's 1-2. Our home plate umpire Dewey letting us know. Hudson trying to keep pace with us. We can't keep pace with Hudson. The 1-2 pitch narrowly misses the zone outside, and it's 2-2 to the designated hitter for San Diego today. Bonkel rocks, fires, breaking ball in the dirt. They'll check the swing down to first. He did not go around, and it's 3-2.
EJ, these 2 pitchers right now, Bonkel and Shanahan, really kicking up the pace. They're taking the game into their own hands right now.
Bonkel, 3-2. Sends it home, taps it to first base. Haller up with it. He'll take it himself. And a clean, perfect first inning for Hudson Bonkel. And it's what we've come to expect from the Ohio University man. We have played 6 complete innings here at Escondido High School. We'll go to the 7th. The Power lead at 6-0 on the Power Baseball Radio Network. 3, 4, and 5 in the top of the 7th for Palm Springs, where they lead the San Diego Waves here at Escondido High School. Noah Blythe, Alonso Reyes, and Austin Holler scheduled to hit. Noah Blythe, who's 1 for 2, takes a first pitch fastball inside and low, ball 1. Noah, of course, had the 2-run home run in the 3rd. He walked in the 4th. 4th home run of the season for Blythe. After not hitting a home run in his first 2 seasons in Palm Springs, he takes a called fastball on the outer edge, and it's 1-1. Shanahan working quickly just like Bonkel. Sends it home on one hop. It's hit to Andrew Ramirez, who pats once, throws across, and has the first out of the inning for San Diego. So Noah officially 1 for 3, and Alonso Reyes, who officially is 1 for 3, the catcher who steps in.
And EJ, with the spot that the power pitching is in, basically in this marathon stretch, Hudson Bonkel is basically the perfect guy to go to, because in his last, basically since his first outing, he's averaged 2 or more innings. He had a 4-inning outing against the Halos. He's off of 2 against the Bucks.
1-0 pitch to Alonso Reyes is called a ball, and it's quickly 2-0.
So there's a chance if he works a couple quick innings, he might be able to finish this one.
Reyes coming into today, probably batting the quietest .422 that you would think of. This ball misses outside. It's 3-0 to Alonso. Lots of singles, but really, when you think of the 400s right now, you do think of the Eli Browns and the Noah Blythes of the world. Steven, the 3-0 pitch is in there for a called strike, 3-1. And you look up, and Alonso is one of the team leaders in average.
And it's not just the fact that it's a lot of singles. He just finds a way to get on.
3-1 pitch is skied out of play down the left field line. Shanahan's able to work the count back to full.
But you'll hate me saying this. It's a bit of a stigma with the catchers, too. You don't expect them to be up there in that batting average.
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. He'll go down here, and Shanahan has his second strikeout as he retires Reyes on strikes. It'll bring up Austin Holler with 2 outs. And you're right, and both him and Cortez have been more than competent swinging it this season. And that's why you see them have the ability to be designated hitters when Casey Dill needs them to. Holler with one of the 2 Palm Springs home runs today. That was a solo shot on the 4th. Other than that, he's flown out a couple of times. First pitch to him is a called strike. Was actually robbed in right field by Sam Brewer his last time up. A ball that was easily 90 miles an hour off the bat. This ball is not hit quite as hard. It's into center field. Easton Maines ranges over to his right. And 3 quick outs for Michael Shanahan. And the Power are done in the top of the 7th. They take a 6-0 lead into the bottom of the 7th here at Escondido High School. Power looking to make it 31 straight to start the season when we return on the Power Baseball Radio Network.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Bottom of the 7th here from Escondido High School. EJ Sanchez, Stephen Buxton alongside you on the Power Baseball Radio Network. The Power leading the Waves 6-0 as Elijah Cook, Keon Sanchez, and Sam Brewer are scheduled to face Hudson Bonkel in his second inning. And if you weren't here for about 2.5 minutes, you missed his first inning. You quickly retired the 2, 3, and 4 men in the order. He quickly gets ahead of Cook with a breaking ball 0-1. So if you paid to hear Stevens' voice, I apologize. Probably not going to get too much of it. Quickly 0-2 after Cook waves and misses at the high fastball.
Yeah, EJ, since the top of the 5th inning, there's only been one of them where even a fourth batter has come to the plate, and that one was immediately wiped away by a double play.
0-2 pitch from Bonkel, a breaking ball that just narrowly misses the outside part of the plate. Cook is 1 for 2. He grounded out to a double play in the 4th, singled in the 2nd. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed, and Hudson Bonkel has his first strikeout. He has retired the first 4 he's faced, and Keon Sanchez, who's 1 for 2, steps in.
Great pitch by Bonkel. Again, we mentioned that fastball-slider combination. He's able to really pound the zone. The guy basically doesn't throw balls, so when he throws that slider down in the dirt, he's been in the zone so much, it's almost impossible to not swing.
The first pitch to Keon Sanchez narrowly misses, 1-0. Still the same defense as the starting lineup. Second pitch is a breaking ball. This time, Dewey behind the plate likes it, and it's 1-1. And Bonkel's not speeding anybody up. He just makes the eye contact and then goes. This pitch is tapped towards Cody Kashimoto at short, who takes the drop step, throws across, and gets Keon Sanchez by just a couple of steps. And 2 quick outs as Sam Brewer, the right fielder, who is 0 for 2, comes in.
And again, Hudson Bonkel basically doesn't give you time to think. The fastball is hard enough. It's in the lower 90s, upper 80s, that even though it's not coming from a 7-foot frame, it's not right there on you. He just works so fast that you basically don't have time to even breathe. You don't have time to think about what's coming next.
First pitch to Sam Brewer misses. First guy that Bonkel has not gotten ahead of. Next pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. The thing that you like and dislike about Bonkel is he works quick, but you can't step aside on the broadcast, Steven, because you'll miss entire half innings. This ball misses, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, it feels like it's been about 5 minutes since he's entered the game, but he's already recorded 5 outs.
You can't go make a hot pocket and come back with one of Hudson Bonkel's innings. The inning will be over. This pitch catches the outside corner, and it's 2-2.
Him combined with Shanahan, I mean, you can barely blink right now.
Bottom of the 7th. The Waves trailing the Power 6-0. And they'll continue to do it as we'll go to the 8th after a strikeout on a looking fastball from Sam Brewer. Hudson Bonkel with 2 strikeouts in the 7th, and the Power hold their lead. We'll go to the top of the 8th. Power leading by 6 on the Power Baseball Radio Network.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $29.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Angel Cortez, Cody Kashimoto, and Aiden Perez scheduled to hit in the top of the 8th for Palm Springs. There's a new pitcher on the mound. It's Devin King out of the University of California, San Diego. He relieves Michael Shanahan, who went 3 scoreless innings in relief of Ty Thompson, Steven.
Yeah, he went 3 scoreless. He only walked 2, and he struck out a bunch. He was fantastic for the Waves right here, and the game's really flown by since he entered.
Cortez, who is 0 for 2 with a walk, takes a first pitch, and it's low and inside, ball 1. Cortez playing third base today instead of his usual catcher spot, and Casey Dill has made it clear that he's not scared to put these guys anywhere around the diamond as the season progresses. He swings at the second pitch and skies it out of play, and it's 1-1.
And EJ, the more impressive thing about since Shanahan entered the game, he only faced 1 over the minimum. Again, he walked back-to-back batters in the 5th inning, but that was immediately erased by a great double play on his own by Sanchez.
1-1 pitch to Angel. Just misses inside. Devin King right now displaying about a mid-80s fastball. He has 2 strikes on the Palm Springs third baseman. Cortez waits. King delivers out of the windup home. Way upsiders, and it's 1-2. This middle portion of the lineup is 2 for 8 today, and you look at your scorebook right now, Steven, you see 8 hits on the board, and it sounds really good, but Shanahan really did a good job to quiet down and really put at bay this offense in his 3 innings. Another 2-strike count to Cortez. This is also way inside, and Angel Cortez will trot down to first with a leadoff walk. Cody Kashimoto, who's 1 for 2 with the walk, steps in. The switch hitter who has taken all of his at-bats from the left side with the right-handed pitchers from San Diego. Reminder again, the second game of this doubleheader is scheduled to be 7 innings at the conclusion of this 9-inning game. We're in the top of the 8th, the Power leading the Waves 6-0. Kashimoto's first pitch from King is fouled out of play towards the left side. Kashimoto recorded his 30th hit of the season in the 4th inning. One of 6 power players to cross the 30 threshold on the season. And King and Pease are not on the same page. They're going to have a conversation and take a visit. Make sure to make your way to Palm Springs Stadium this week. We have host family night that will be had on Wednesday. A lot of first pitches being thrown, and Steven, the word on the street is I'm going to be able to throw out catch a first pitch as well.
Oh, AJ, I can't wait to see that. Are you going to bring the gear?
It's still to be determined. We're going to find out, but if the fans want it, I will appease whatever the Power Nation faithful want me to do. Second pitch to Cody is in the dirt, and it gets away from Pease. Angel Cortez will trot to second. So now a man in scoring position with no outs, and Kashimoto is even 1-1.
Devin King out of UCSD, another talented arm on this Waves team. Freshman year over there was a tough one, 12 appearances, 11.45 ERA, and a lot of that was because of the 11-8 walk-to-strikeout ratio. He allowed 14 runs on 16 hits, but he's got a really promising future.
Really been the calling card of San Diego throughout this season. This next pitch is hit towards second base. Kobe Hatcher, the second baseman, up with it. He throws on to first to retire Cody Kashimoto for the first out of the 8th inning. It'll bring up Aiden Perez. Steven, that's really been the separator when it comes to why the Waves are in the position they are versus maybe a couple of the Inland Valley teams. They have maybe 1 or 2 arms, the Inland Valley teams do, and then it kind of has a steep drop-off after that. You look at San Diego, and they're rolling out mid-80s arms left and right, and that's why you see a lot of close games with the Power throughout the season. Aiden Perez is 1 for 3. He grounded into that double play by Sanchez his last time up. First pitch is a curveball that's blocked by Pease. It'll stay at his feet with Cortez at third.
And for Devin King, too, it's not just King, but it's really any arm in summer ball. Coming off that tough freshman year, you just gotta take it and you gotta be able to learn from it. You got a lot of playing time as a freshman at a really good program, UC San Diego. And honestly, as long as the stuff plays, as long as you're able to really get the control down, mitigate the walks a little bit, he should be really excited for his career going forward.
The second pitch to Perez is out of the zone, a little bit outside. It's 2-0. The Power have not scored since the fourth inning where they put up 3 runs. Aiden Perez looking for his first RBI of the day. He swings through the 2-0 pitch. A fastball's just up in the zone. It's 2-1 to Aiden. Again, going to any of those mid-major Division I schools in the state of California, Stephen, it really shows how quality the baseball is being played out here.
Yeah, and it's not just one of the mid-majors, but it's a mid-major in the Big West, and they won 30-23 this year. They were a really good team.
The 2-1 pitch is skied along the infield. Kobe Hatcher, the second baseman, calling for it. He puts it away, and after giving up the leadoff walk, Devin King has retired the next 2, and it'll be up to Fred Buxton to drive in the run off of third. Buxton 1 for 3, a single in the fourth. The fourth time through the order in the 8th inning for the Power. The first pitch from King to Buxton. We'll await after a little pause. It delivers home, and it's a swinging strike for Devin King. And Buxton is behind in the count 0-1. Buxton with the yellow sliding mitt hanging out of his back right pocket. His pants hiked up to show his black socks to go along with the white cleats that are molded with the dirt from playing throughout the summer on a couple of dirt fields. The second pitch is also a swinging strike, and Fred quickly behind 0-2.
And for King, considering how his freshman year went, again, it was a lot of walks. You like to see the pace he's working with right now. He's not trying to rush anything. It's fairly deliberate while not slowing it down too much. And it's able to give him a pretty repeatable, consistent motion in his windup.
0-2 pitch is well inside on Buxton. He gets a pitch back, and it's 1-2. Eli Brown waits on deck should Buxton reach. San Diego trying to make it 4 straight scoreless innings against Palm Springs. It's not going to happen here as Buxton flies this into left field. It'll get down for a base hit. Fred Buxton has a 2-hit day, his first RBI, and the Power notch on another. It's now 7-0.
Yeah, great job by Buxton right there, able to fight off a couple really good pitches by King and gets his second RBI on his second hit of the day, and he's looked really good today, coming off of a pretty tough stretch lately.
Eli Brown, who's 1 for 3, steps in. He takes a ball on the outside half for a ball. It's 1-0. Eli singled and scored in the third, struck out his last time looking. Never really looked like he got a good look from Shanahan. Buxton takes off for second. Brown swings and fouls this foul ground. It'll get out of play, and Buxton will retreat back home. Back to first, excuse me. Buxton does have some speed, although he has yet to record a stolen base this season. Been a utility man along the infield over the last 3 weeks for Casey Dill. The next pitch from Devin King is a pitch on the outer half of the plate, and it's called a ball, and Eli gets ahead. King is set from the third base side, set at the belt, checks one time on Buxton. Brings it home, and it is a called strike inside corner, the second strike on Brown. It is now 2-2 to the man out of Mercer University. Leadoff man for Casey Dill throughout the year. After missing that slight stretch in the second week of the season, has been one of the iron men in this lineup. You can almost count on him being in the lineup every day. 2-2 pitch from King. Well outside, and it's 3-2. So now Andrew Ramirez will stop holding on Buxton at first, who will be off with the pitch. This game started at exactly 2:01 Pacific time here on the West Coast. Now 4:09, a game that's really moved at a quick pace through the middle innings. The 3-2 to Eli Brown. Swung on and missed. And that'll do it for the Power in the 8th inning. But they do get a run. Angel Cortez comes in to score on the second RBI single from Fred Buxton. The Power lead at 7-0 going into the bottom of the 8th on the Power Baseball Radio Network.
locations with something for everyone. Stuffed Pizza Bar and Grill.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Bottom of the 8th from Escondido High School as the Power and the Waves battling in this CPCL matchup. The Power leading the Waves 7-0. Easton Maines, Sam Pease, and Kobe Hatcher are scheduled to hit in the bottom of the 8th. Easton Maines 1 for 2 with a bunt base hit back in the 5th. And he's first pitch swinging, and he hits this one out of play on the first base side. Quickly 0-1. Hudson Bonkel in his 2 innings has faced the minimum. He has 2 strikeouts. He's induced 4 ground outs. Has really picked up the pace of this game. Second pitch to Easton Maines misses outside, and it's 1-1. San Diego, no runs on 4 hits today. Looking to try to get some momentum before game 2 of the doubleheader. And Bonkel misses everybody, and it goes straight back to the screen.
But EJ, you mentioned the massive bump in pace of play lately with Bonkel and Shanahan especially. Easton Maines right away trying to slow the game down for the Wave, just trying to give himself a second to breathe.
This is a swinging strike for Bonkel, and he gets back into the count with 2 strikes on Easton Maines. Hunting his 3rd strikeout. The delivery from Bonkel, fouled back to the screen. Easton Maines able to stay alive. Some slight action going in the Palm Springs bullpen. Connor Batzer available today should he pitch game 2. Maines sends this one on a line into right field, sending Noah Blythe back, and Noah's going to have to play this off the wall. Easton Maines has his 2nd hit, and he's hunting a triple, and he'll be in there standing. The first extra base hit of the day for San Diego, and they have a runner at 3rd with no outs in the bottom of the 8th.
It's not just the first extra base hit of the day for them, but that's the first hit of the season that Hudson Bonkel has allowed, just the 4th base runner.
He continues a great stretch since arriving in Palm Springs. And Easton Maines has 2 of the 5 hits today for San Diego. Sam Pease, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout, takes a first pitch from Bonkel that's high and away, and it's 1-0. San Diego looking to get on the board, trailing 7-0. They will here. This ball is hit to Fred Buxton at second, who is up with it, delivers on to first, but the first run comes in as Easton Maines trots across 90 feet, and it's now 7-1 in the 8th.
Well, EJ, there it is. Hudson Bonkel's human. He finally allowed a run this year.
For those that are refusing to believe it, it has happened, but Hudson has still been spectacular in his 3+ weeks as a member of the Power. He misses here on the breaking ball to Kobe Hatcher, who's 0 for 2. Trying to get some information on the pitcher in the bullpen for Palm Springs. A little bit of a slight pause from our home plate umpire, Mr. Dewey. He has us ready to play. Kobe Hatcher fouls this back to the screen, and it's 1-1. After Hatcher will be the top of the order with TK Madera, who started today in left field. Hatcher using the black-handled bat with the orange barrel and the black and tan batting gloves. And this is fouled back into our home plate umpire, and Alonso Reyes is going to give him a couple of seconds to foul this off, or walk this off, excuse me.
And EJ, again, this inning, the Wave are really trying to slow the game down, take it into their own pace when Hudson Bonkel basically had it going at the speed of light, and a couple of pass balls didn't help Bonkel's case there too. And I mean, it's not intentional, but the foul ball going off of Dewey right there, it's giving the Waves time to collect themselves.
They trail 7-1 in the 8th. They have 5 outs to work with in an attempt to come back. There will be a second game today in the doubleheader, scheduled 7-inning game. We're back and ready to go. Hatcher fouls this back to the screen. He's in the hole 1-2. And luckily with the arrival of some of the new pitchers on the roster, the Power in much better shape pitching-wise in terms of depth after getting through the gauntlet that was last week with 5 games in 4 days. Next pitch. Cold strike outside corner, and Hudson Bonkel has his 3rd strikeout. He sends away Kobe Hatcher, and there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. The top of the lineup, TK Madera stepping in. Madera today 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He did draw 2 walks off of Brenton Thiels and has a stolen base as well. Gets his foot down exceptionally early, and he gets his foot down and sees a fastball across his knees for a called strike. Madera sees the second pitch, swings through this one in the exact same spot, still comes up empty. It's 0-2. Now we're getting back into Bonkel's pace. Up out of the windup, rocks, fires, just misses outside corner. And it's 1-2 to Madera. In the top of the 9th, the Power will have Aiden Torek, Noah Blythe, and Alonso Reyes scheduled to hit. Another 1-2. Sent towards second base. Fred Buxton off 2 hops, fields it, throws across, and that will do it for the Waves and their half of the 4th. But they do get on the board with an RBI ground out from Sam Pease following the triple from Easton Maines. It is 7-1. We'll go to the 9th here from Escondido High School. The Power leading it on the Power Baseball Radio Network.
Hey, Power Baseball fans. Looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Top of the 9th from Southern California. 2, 3, 4 scheduled to hit with Torek, Blythe, and Reyes. Devin King's second inning of work, and we are set to go. First pitch is high and inside to Aiden, ball 1. Aiden today 1 for 4, an RBI single in the 4th. He did come around to score in the 1st. Center fielder today extending his hit streak. Comes to the plate, and it's a called strike on a breaking ball on the outer edge, well received by Sam Pease. One of the few times that the Power have played in the 9th inning this year on the road. today, and this one is sent into deep left center field by Torek, and it is off and caught by TK Madera, who makes a very fine running catch in left field, and there's one away in the ninth.
Yeah, that was a great catch out there in left field. Madera had a beat on the ball right off the bat and he needed it because Torek absolutely drilled that one out there, and just another hard hit ball that doesn't land for a hit, a tough break.
Noah Blythe, who's 1 for 3 with a walk and a home run. With his 5th plate appearance of the day, he takes a ball inside and low.
And EJ, you mentioned how rare it is that the Power have hit in the 9th inning this year. Again, this is just their 5th time, and it's the only inning they're outscored in.
This is a really interesting case when you think about it for a team that hasn't lost yet this year. Well on high and tight inside to Noah, who ducks out of the way, and now will take a second to gather himself, readjust his batting gloves. Devin King has given up the 1 run on an RBI single from Fred Buxton in the 8th. He's playing a mid-80s fastball. Now the windup comes home to Blythe, and he takes it upstairs. 3-0 now to the right fielder. Alonso Reyes, Austin Holler set to follow him. Cole Matheson, looking to make his Power debut, is warming in the bullpen after 3 gorgeous innings from Hudson Bonkel. The 3-1 pitch is right across the belt, strike 1. Had a lot of Power debuts over the last week, and it's made it fun for fans to get to know these new players and for these players really to integrate themselves with the new cast of characters that's been around the clubhouse. Noah will take this on the outside half for a ball, and he'll trot down to first with his 2nd walk. Alonso Reyes, who is 1 for 4, comes up. Alonso had the RBI single to get things going in the 1st, and since then has popped out to short, grounded into a 3-4-1 putout, and struck out in the 7th. The first pitch from King to him is swung on and missed. It's 0-1. He went through the fastball. Quickly 0-1 to Reyes. Slight bend in the knees. Bat horizontal to the plate. Next pitch is taken, and it's 1-1. Steven will be on the call for the 2nd game of this doubleheader that should start roughly about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. We're on the bottom of the 8th, the Power leading the Waves 7-1. Next pitch misses outside. The breaking ball, it's 2-1 to Reyes. Reyes with 5 hits over his last couple of days, including that 4 for 5 performance against the Inland Valley Bucks on Saturday night. He takes this one just above the letters, and it's 3-1 to him. Wind starting to howl just a little more than it did at first pitch here at Escondido High School, about an hour and 50-minute drive from Palm Springs Stadium. Next pitch to Zongu is fouled back to the screen, and it's even. And it's full.
If Devin King can't get Reyes out right here, I'd really like to see him mound visit. Just, again, give him some time to catch his breath, take a breather, and really just take his mind off the last 2 batters. It looks like he's kind of rushed the last couple pitches.
Full count pitch misses, and Alonso Reyes is on for the 2nd time. He'll go down to first. Noah Blythe will move to 2nd. Austin Holler, who is 1 for 4 with a home run, is coming in. Really moving down in the order after spending most of the season in that 2 spot for Casey Dill, but he's shown the ability to be consistent with men in scoring position, so Casey moving him to a spot where he can drive in potentially a couple of more runs.
It's just an embarrassment at riches at this point when you're able to take one of your hits leaders and just drop him down in the lineup to give it even more length.
This pitch doesn't drop. It actually rides high, and it's 1-0 to Holler. Cortez set to follow him should he reach. Cody Kashimoto is sitting in the hole. Power leading it 7-1 in the top of the 9th. Cole Matheson set to pitch the 9th in his Palm Springs debut. Next pitch to Holler is a called strike, and King is able to even things at 1-1. King has walked 3 in his 1 1/3 innings of work. He's only given up the 1 hit to Buxton. He checks on Blythe at second. Rocks and fires home. This ball is skied behind home plate. Sam Pease looks like he'll have a play, and he will. He's able to put it away with the mask in one hand. He puts it up, and that is the second out of the inning. It'll be left up to Angel Cortez.
Good job by Pease right there. It's a really high fly ball behind home plate and fighting the sun that's basically right behind him on that one. Once he turns himself around, it's a hard play to make, especially with how the ball's moving coming back down to you.
Cortez looking for his first hit of the game. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of walks. He did come around and score last inning. King trying to make it through his second inning of work. Both runners taking off. No throw from Pease, and they'll swipe them easily. So Noah Blythe now on third. Alonso Reyes off second. That's actually 3 stolen bases in a span of 3 days for Alonso Reyes. So puts to bed all stereotypes about catchers stealing bases while you're at it, Steven. Next pitch to Cortez is taken on the inside corner, but it's called a strike. A borderline pitch goes in the direction of the Waves. And it's now 1-1 to Angel.
EJ, is this going to be the most catcher-friendly booth day for the Power?
If we haven't had it already, then I don't know when it's going to come. Next pitch from King. Well, upstairs, and it's 2-1. Or 1-2. We've been corrected now by home plate umpire. Mr. Dewey's been so gracious to us, along with everybody else with the Waves, and making sure we can bring you Palm Springs Power baseball on the road. 1-2 to Cortez. Swung back to the screen, and he stays alive. Brenton Thiels and Hudson Bonkel have combined for 9 strikeouts today in their 8 innings of work. After a couple of shakes, Devin King now has the sign he likes. He's set at the belt from the third base side. Comes home with the 1-2, and Cortez spoils this one back to the screen as well. Cortez has caught 6 of the last 9 games for Palm Springs, with Alonso Reyes sprinkled in there for the other 3. Getting a break today playing third base. Third different spot he's been tested at, including DH. Another 1-2 from Devin King. Foul back to the screen again, and Cortez was on that one. Certainly getting a workout for Aiden Perez, who's in the hole retrieving these foul balls.
And again, EJ, it's the versatility of this lineup. They're able to throw Reyes out there in the field, have him start a couple games at third base, and move everyone else around to give some guys in this lineup the day off their feet and have a chance to be DH or just the day off in general.
Next pitch misses well inside against Cortez, and he's been able to work the count back even after being down 0-2.
And again, they haven't missed a beat. Cortez has been great behind the plate. Reyes has really everyone they've stuck back there has done well.
Cortez trying to add 2 more RBIs to his resume. This is well upstairs, and 1 run will come in. It won't be an RBI, but it will be the second time today that Noah Blythe will cross home plate. And it's now 8-1 Power in the top of the 9th. Angel Cortez still with a duck on the pond. Alonso Reyes to third. 3-2 count. Cody Kashimoto waiting in the on-deck circle. Payoff pitch from King. Comes home. Swung on and missed. The second strikeout of the day for Angel Cortez, and that'll do it for the Power in the top of the 9th. They do score 1 run, though. It is 8-1 Power. They need 3 outs to shake hands and push their winning streak to 31 straight to start the season. We'll tell you all about Cole Matheson when we return on the Power Baseball Radio Network.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Bottom of the 9th from Escondido High School as the Power look to close out the Waves in Game 1 of the doubleheader. They lead it 8-1, and Cole Matheson on to make his Palm Springs Power debut out of the Masters University. One of 4 pitchers making their debuts this week. He's set from the belt, delivers home well inside. It's quickly 1-0 to Brandon Sanchez. He'll be followed by Andrew Ramirez and Connor Gomez. Hudson Bronkel and Brenton Theos combining for 8 innings of 1-run baseball. Matheson trying to finish off the trio of pitchers to once again take down the Waves for the 5th time this season. And it's 2-0 quickly after the fastball misses low and in the dirt to Reyes. Same defense as we've heard throughout the game. Eli Brown, Aiden Tork, Noah Blythe from left to right in the outfield, Angel Cortez, Cody Kashimoto, Fred Buxton, and Austin Haller along the infield, with Alonso Reyes having to catch a 3rd ball well off the plate. And Matheson's start of his debut starts with 3 straight pitches out of the zone. Kind of a sidewind delivery. He comes home and is able to catch the zone at the knees of Brandon Sanchez.
Yeah, Matheson out of the Master University. It's a really good NAIA program, and coming off 2 straight years with some bulk in there. He's got a lot of appearances.
And the 3-1 pitch is called a strike against Sanchez, who had already tossed his bat. And a lot of that 5'9" frame, I think, factoring into that strike call. Matheson has worked himself all the way back. 3-2 count. Comes home and able to cover it is Sanchez. He fouls it back to the screen.
In his career at Masters University, 51 1/3 innings. He's got a 5.96 ERA, but the strikeout numbers are really what pops off the board. 59 and 51 1/3 innings in his career, but this last season it was 31 strikeouts to just 15 walks.
He comes home with another 3-2, and it's sent into the air to right field. Noah Blythe comes in and makes a catch just above his head. There's 1 out in the 9th. Andrew Ramirez, who is 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts, comes to the plate. Power lead it 8-1 in the bottom of the 9th. Game 2 set for about 30 minutes past, or excuse me, like about 5 o'clock is the schedule time. Might be a couple minutes behind that. First pitch from Matheson is inside, ball one.
And while Matheson does strike out a lot of batters, it is the free passes that have been really his kryptonite. 51 free passes in the 2 years between walks and hit by pitches.
He's found the zone after being out with his first three. This ball's hit to second base, and Fred Buxton makes a routine play and throws on to first. And the Power are 1 out away from continuing their undefeated streak to start the 2024 season. And, Stephen, I hate to say started at this point because this is where we began by saying that. There's 5 games left in the season, tops, if they were to lose one of the CPCL series games.
Yeah, and we went into the season thinking, wow, they're riding a long on base or a long winning streak. How long can they keep it going? And they just won game after game after game, and now we're at the home stretch.
The first pitch goes into the backside of Connor Gomez, and he'll trot down to first with 2 outs in the ninth. Elijah Cook will step in, being 1 for 3 with a strikeout. And from an outsider's perspective, Steven, you look at last week, how many games you had to play, factoring in the week before or now. That's 8 games in 7 days. You wondered about the pitching depth. You wondered how long it can go. As the first pitch is delivered home, taking second will be Connor Gomez on the fielder's indifference. So he's now off of second. This pitch misses the Cook. And you thought if there was ever a time for it to be not okay, but you would understand for a loss, it would have been last week. They get through it unscathed. Cook fouls this off his foot, and it'll even the count at 1-1. And they still are standing strong at 30-0, looking to be 31 and 17-0 in CPCL play.
Yeah, and it's really impressive. And it's not just the guys who have been on the season all year, but you saw last weekend with some of the guys from the PSCL coming in. Ish Quintero came in. He had a great outing. Alex Hawking did some good work out there. And just the fact that the two were able to provide length at all, it's huge for this pitching staff.
The 1-1 pitch is a called strike, and now the Waves are down to their last out. They trail 8-1 in the ninth. The 1-2 from Matheson, swung on and missed, and he polishes off his Palm Springs debut with a strikeout, and that will do it for Game 1 of the doubleheader. The Power win it 8-1. They run their record to 31-0 on the season, 18-0 in CPCL play. We'll be ready for Game 2 starting at a scheduled 5 o'clock. Look for it to be a couple of minutes after. But what a game for the pitching staff. 1 run on 5 hits to finish off the day. The win will go to Brenton Thiels, his 4th of the season. Make sure to stay right here on the Palm Springs Power YouTube channel for Game 2. That link will be posted in just a few minutes. We'll sign off right here from Escondido High School for Stephen Buxton, EJ Sanchez. We'll be ready for Game 2. The Power win Game 1 8-1 on the Power Baseball Radio Network.